Well, making some more progress. Got a lot of the detailing done now in and around the engine terminal. The scene's coming together pretty good. Still got a bit more work to do on it. But, a fair amount of details added in. Always got to have junk in and around storage areas. And all kinds of odds and ends sitting at an engine terminal. Still got to paint the engine house. Yeah, I'll do that one of these days when the weather's a little bit on the cooler side. Same with that one. But this side is coming along. I am putting in another detail on the corner. Another little gully scene with a little bit more limestone cliff. Much shorter than the other one, but just enough to kind of set off this corner piece. I didn't really want to put a building there with the curved tracks. It just didn't look natural. Having a little scenic feature, which kind of makes the tracks curve, I think looks a little better. So over on this side, I've been working today as well, putting in ballast. I put in the transition as my track goes up grade. A lot of the scenic material is from the garden, small rocks, dirt put in, as well as some woodland scenics material as well. I think this area turned out pretty good. I have added ties back where I had gaps, and all of this is drying now, so the glue is in it. So just kind of bringing you along. Get down to the switch. Like I noted in one of the earlier videos, I'm not going to do anything with the switches until the end, and then I'm going to do them all at the same time. Add a little bit more scenery down at the tunnel portal. Still have to paint the tunnel portal and retaining wall. Get around to that one of these first days. Kind of coming up to the ridge and then looking down in and around the engine area. See the boiler house with debris in and around the back of it, a little loading dock. That's where I'm going to have a crane and some support cars sitting. Going up and across. Over there is going to be the little feature at the corner. There is a gully. I'm going to probably paint that tonight. I've got Sculpt-A-Mold on it. I'll probably mix up a couple of batches of plaster, put that on and carve that yet this evening. That's kind of where I'm at for right now. Everything else is coming along. I'm on vacation this week, so I'm spending some time out in the garage as well as doing other things, but I'm having fun. And I got some of the corner stuff done. So Sculpt-A-Mold's on, plaster's carved, painted the little gully bed. I've added rocks and some trees. Need to let the plaster dry, and then I will go in and stain it like I did the other areas, but just a little feature as the tracks kind of come around and come off the ridge. It gives it a purpose for curving the way it does and going around. So all in all, I'm quite happy with how it's turning out. I've been having fun. So still a few more days of vacation, no real travel plans due to COVID. So I'm going to be in the garage. I'm going to get quite a bit more done on this, I think. Not sure what I'm going to do next once I get this corner finished. Might actually just kind of slide this back and then just have some fun on the HO scale layout for a while. So we'll see how the week progresses. Well, I decided what I was going to do. It is Wednesday afternoon, Richmond. I've had a lot of rain and thunderstorms move through, so a perfect afternoon to be in the garage rather than out doing anything in the yard on a very hot afternoon. So I got that in the corner done yesterday. I still have to stain it. I'm letting it dry for another day before I give it some color, and then I'll finish off the top of the rocks with more trees and ground cover. I have not been operating the HO scale layout today. I still got quite a few days of vacation left, so I'll get over there. What I opted to do today is work on this scene. So I've modified the track a little bit to have a bit of a curve that can go in. That industry that I had over there will fit on it. I've built up the sculpt mold. This area here where it's got sort of the gentle slope, I'm going to do just like I did here, a continuation of that Talus Slope. These areas right in here, I've got some retaining walls on order from eBay, just so that I can kind of have them on the side. I cut the supports for the bridge. Now it is not set the way I want it yet. I will trim this down here, so I can move these supports out a little ways, make it look more realistic where it's supporting the bridge deck. I have cut rock formations into the hills here. I've got it on this side and the other side as well. Just like I'm going to do in the corner, I'm going to let it sit for a day before I stain it. But I will start to do this Talus Slope. This I can do while the sculpt mold is still damp because I'm using full strength Elmer's glue. And stuff sticks, it works fine. I've got the track painted up on top. In fact, you can see right there where I stopped, so that once I get everything done on this, I can ballast it. So this is what I'm going to be doing this evening, a bit more of this project. I'll take you around and let you see the cliff on the other side. All right, so on this side, I've got the cliffs carved. I do not have this end of it done yet. I'll work on the bridge and then I'll pull all of that together. So coming along, I got it carved. I've given it a soft brush to get rid of the big crumbles. Just like on some of the other sections, I've got some little gully type features on the sides of the cliff, kind of separating some of the different rock strata. And then it just sort of transitions over. And when I get over to this piece, probably have a small retaining wall there and another one on that side, and then blend it in. So plenty of fun stuff to do tonight. All right, later Wednesday evening, I'm about to call it a day, but I've got this scene coming along pretty good. You can see how I'm going to set up the buildings in this area. It's going to be like a mill of some type. I'll figure that part out later. Rocks are colored. Basic ground cover has been added on. Ballast has been added to that section of track. And the embankment, you can see it's still wet. I glued it down using the isopropyl alcohol and dilute white glue. So it's kind of giving it a bit of a dark texture. So that is how it looks on this side, and I will have it looking very similar to what I've got over here shortly. And run some trains this weekend on it. Next step is to plant trees. Not quite as many as on this ridge, but still a fair number on this. This is still sort of a scene divide to kind of split the layout up. So if you're looking at it on this side, you're going to focus more on the mill. The other side, you will look more at the yard, and then the industrial area that's still a work in progress. So I'll go around, let you see what it looks like from the other side, and that'll probably be it for this video. I will have trees in for the next one. I gotta let the glue set and cure a little bit before I do a whole lot more anyway. So that'll probably be where I'm gonna start the next video, is showing the trees on this. And then I still have to go over and I still have to finish the hill in the background on the far side. I did get it colored, even though it's kind of hard to see from this distance. It's weathered. That'll also get some ground cover on some of the pieces of it, and a handful of trees. Again, just to kind of break up the corner of the layout. And that's it for now. Take care, everybody. Keep having fun with your layouts. And this is the last piece of the video, I promise. I said I was going to show you on the other side of this part, so here we go. Kind of coming along again, more cliffs. I will have similar treatment as the other part of the ridge. A lot of trees. There is a gully that you can kind of see that's down there that I will paint, fill with rocks, that heads off to the main gully over here. So it's coming along, making some progress.